Reporting from Ukraine in Eastern Europe, this is Mission Sunlight, a production of the Media Missionaries at Network 7 Media Center. As we reported last month, Ukraine has a rich history in agriculture and the arts. It also remains a conflicted republic from past Soviet domination. With news reports about the political and geographical upheaval of this ancient nation, one might wonder how the church is surviving. In spite of the uncertainty, Seventh-day Adventists remain firm in their commitment to bring good news to their friends and neighbors. They share this hope through music and art, as well as traditional evangelism. Adventists' greatest desire in this region is to plant long-term hope in the young minds of the children who currently attend the recently established fledgling schools. They look forward to sharing this hope with other children who will become students as the schools grow. This month, we hear reports from parents and leaders living along the Dnieper River in Cherkasy and Dnipropetrovsk, southeast of the Ukrainian capital of Kiev. The river delta region in this part of Ukraine ensures a strong agriculture system. This translates to robust traffic and commerce along the river. Growing commerce means a growing population, including young families. These families need education for their children. A brand new school in Cherkasy has 34 kindergarten students this year. Pastor Tepfer tells us this hasn't always been the case.
We had very few children in our churches after the fall of the Soviet Union. We were sad and feared our churches would disappear. We tried traditional evangelism meetings, but our churches remained empty. We did not give up. Instead, we prayed and studied for many years.
Years of uncertainty has impacted the commerce of the country, but not the work of God.
The economy of our country is weak. Strangely, the people continue to faithfully give, even when our membership has gone up and down. There has not been a loss in ministry. God is blessing us.
The efforts of the faithful members were rewarded. They discovered a plan for personal evangelism and kids outreach.
When we started outreach to kids, they had 77 children come for an Adventist summer camp. Then, recently, members conducted a lifestyle meeting. 500 young parents attended and 150 committed to truth and a healthier, better life. Through these lay initiatives, we are inviting the non-believers to learn more and visit our churches, and they are coming. They are finding that the Seventh-day Adventists are not ordinary, but that the Adventists are a people of great hope.
The moral makeup of Ukraine's society was the key to change in the church. That change is best exemplified in what happened in this old shop.
Looking at the exterior of this building, it's not terribly impressive, but when you see what the members have been doing, it reminds us of Jesus' principle of working from the inside out.
Everyone knew, members, leaders, even our government, that if we did not have basic moral reform, secular life was going to destroy our kids through drinking, language, drugs, and sex. When the outreach to children and young parents occurred over the last 2 years, we had an opportunity knocking. We took this old garage and carpenter's shop behind our conference office and academy and turned it into a kindergarten. You can see the change that is making in the lives of these kids. Their teachers are Christians. There is no swearing or hangovers like in some public schools.
My daughter attends here, and I teach here. I am thankful for the Christian education and work environment. But our little kindergarten is full, and there are no new grades for our children to attend after this. We need the additions that will come so we can keep the children out of public education.
Plans in Cherkasy call for a much-needed expansion to the small start of this very personal evangelism center of great influence.
Like I said, we started with the renovation of the shop. This room is the only one left like the original. We will build a kitchen here next.
Before this new building, it was a trashy and dirty place. You could not imagine how nice it would become.
Our great need is to start a primary school addition. This will extend from the renovated building over to the site of the empty lot and down the back of the property. Here will be a multi-story building, and also a gymnasium will come down the side. When this is complete, we will have outreach to nearly every phase of life right here on campus, from infant and child to primary and high school. For some, it will be church for worship and even the workplace for income in the publishing, teaching, and ministry of this place.
The prospects that are begun in Cherkasy makes one excited, and yet there is more to hear about in this region of Ukraine. Further along the Dnieper River is the third largest city in the country. Dnipropetrovsk is a beautiful boardwalk city where many of the young adults come for study and business prospects. Reaching families here is also the purpose of the 13th Sabbath Project.
As you can see, our church and our school are attached to one another. Several years ago, we saw the need to establish a school in our building. There is no wasted space in this building. The rooms are used for Sabbath school on Sabbath, then for Pathfinders and Adventurers on Sunday. Every weekday, they are used to teach our children lessons where Jesus is connected in every subject.
The current Dnipropetrov school, which only goes to the 3rd grade, is small and just a few years old. It is turning away children each year. When the building additions and renovations are completed, a Ukraine education law will allow the school to extend from the current 20 students to more than double the occupancy with 48 potential desks. As they await the expansion, Ukraine's government has not issued them a teaching license. A nearby public school principal supports the Adventist school so strongly that she has issued an academic umbrella covering the teachers and students at this time. Once the school has full-size rooms and meets the legal requirements, Dnipro School will have its own license.
Our members have been so excited about the growth of the school. They have donated money for this small gym so the kids can exercise even when the weather doesn't allow them to play outside. It seems like a small thing, but many parents are encouraged that we are providing a good place for their children to not only learn, but to exercise. And just a small thing like this makes them keep their children here.
Olga and Svetlana described for us the importance of this school in their life.
My son Bodan is in 3rd grade at our school. As a single parent, I have had serious behavior issues with him. That is, until he began to attend this school. The teachers and administration have helped me cope with problems. Because of their patience and love, he is so much better. I am praying that we will have a secondary school very soon.
Christ was not a part of my life when I grew up, but I knew I wanted to be a teacher. As a teen, I came to the Lord and finished my degree. It has taken 3 years for us to grow, but now we are full. I am happy to be a teacher here, watching the children have an advantage that I did not have, meeting the Lord as little children.
One mother who could not be at the interview felt so strongly to tell her story, she sent a letter to us. Here is an excerpt from her testimony.
There are many reasons this school must grow and be here for my family. Practically, it is a safe place for my children to wait before and after school. Experienced teachers help our children respect God. It is also a place where biblical values are strengthened. My son's father is not a believer. When they travel together, he reminds his dad with great conviction when it is Sabbath they need to attend church. The school plays a crucial role in the spiritual development of our children.
This region continues to face challenges, but the members are meeting these trials with a full trust in God's grace and mercy to reward their efforts. Schools are being built, churches are growing, art and music are a part of the worship and education experience here. Ukraine's members are just like you and I, Seventh-day Adventists seeking to serve God, but dealing with Satan's challenges. Give them courage this 13th Sabbath when you share your gift on Sabbath, September 27th.
This offering will ensure that our humble efforts here in Ukraine will have a chance to succeed and give our children a chance to be in heaven. Thank you.
No matter what happens in Ukrainian politics, our children need a good Christian education. We will not give up on our kids, and we want to thank you for not giving up on them either. Together, we will make an eternal change.
Reporting today from eastern Ukraine along the Dnieper River and the production center of Network 7 Media Center, this is Mission Sunlight.